I want to say KABOOM. Now it's a KABOOM stage, you know. Like now Dubai is on KABOOM.
No, I mean, like,
and
every
if you're
time-
still gonna be like boom bust, boom bust, boom bust, you're just gonna miss out on the opportunity. That's it.
I mean, like the agents basically, they'll literally tell people, and also when I've got people coming to me with this issue, buy this now, just pay the booking, and I'll flip it for you like 3-4 months later.
Yeah.
Which is impossible. I mean,
Impossible.
It's not possible.
No, see, for example, Hitan, okay, he made profit, right? He made 100% return on equity in 2 years, 100%. So what does he go back to Australia? You know what he's going to do? He's going to invite almost 250 investors to his mansion. Okay, He has a beautiful beachfront property. He's going to have a cocktail party. He's going to put me and a guy from Emaar on stage and say, this man has almost doubled my money in 2 years. I love Dubai. It's a great place. At the same time, the other day I met a guy, okay, he bought a plot of land in Shobha Heartland. A plot of land. He bought it, he spent around 3 million. He sold at 10 million dirhams. Insane, because he constructed about 30% of the property and he sold as a whole bundle, and he made insane profit. Of course, he came back, he loves Dubai. But at the same time, I met a friend of mine who said, okay, I bought a property in JVC. I bought a 1-bed at around 1.8 million. Now the market value is 1.4 million. And I have other people, let's say in Palm Jebel Ali. I think Palm Jebel is a fantastic project. But I have people who bought something at 20 million and now trying to sell at OP or below OP.
Yeah.
And so why? Because the broker promised them, hey, you know what, just pay 20%. You know why they say pay 20%? Because when they pay 20%, they get their full commission and they walk off the deal.
Yeah.
They're happy. It's a win situation for them. It's not a win-win. It's a win.
It's short-term business.
It's just a win.
And they get stuck because they cannot even transfer that property until they pay another 20%.
Yeah.
Not 20, 30%. It's 50%. They'll say 40, but in genuine, it's just 50%. So you have to keep in your mind, unless you have 50% of the value, there is a catch here. And I've done this. I've had cases where my investors have paid, let's say 24%. They've come to me, genuine reasons, okay? They said, Zohaib, please flip the property for me. And I've done it. But because I chose a really good unit at a really good price per square foot, I was able to flip it, alhamdulillah. You're able to exit. I'm not saying it's impossible to exit. You can exit. But it's not that easy as people try to sell.
Yeah.
So the problem is if there are 300,000 agents, you can imagine every day there's a new agency, every day, okay? Now, what does the agency do? The agency owner has a whip, okay? He hires every Tom, Dick and Harry. Sell. He hires the most beautiful women, the most hungry dudes, and he says, sell. So they would say anything to sell because they don't care.
Yeah.
And this is what's creating that, mixed sentiments. So yes, in Dubai, if you're careful, you can make money. You need to know how to read through the bullshit. Then you can make money.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't answer his question.
Is there an oversupply? I don't think so. But see, for example, I'll tell you a community, okay, has, again, from one of the biggest developers, okay, and probably the one which you saw with black porcelain and stuff. So they have a community, okay, with about 9,000 houses. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, all the 9,000 houses look the same.
Yeah.
Cookie cutter houses look the same.
Yeah.
They have these back-to-back houses where the walls are connected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Experience.
Now, for me, that is an oversupply of houses in that community. There should be more open spaces.
But it's still sold out.
It is sold out, but that's not necessarily a good thing,
Yeah.
right? So that is an oversupply. Now, if consultants like us, question these in the future, I think in a community there should be at least 30% open spaces. 30 to 50% open space. It makes it look nice. Build less, more, focus more on quality. But over here, it's all about the money. So that's the challenge that we're facing.
If I was a developer, I would focus on the money too. That's what I would do.
But
it's money because they sell bloody. If it didn't sell, then that's a problem. So you got to look at it from as an investor point of view. People want to relocate, so they're trying to skip, the recession, whatever's happening. That you mentioned, you can't walk at nighttime, for example, in the US even.
True.
One of my best mates came back from US 2 weeks ago. He goes, dude, after 8 p.m., you don't feel safe. So then for them, it's easy to put money in here. They're like, all right, we'll just start off with this. Here's $7 million, Australian or American dollars. Let's just pump it here. And we're part of a community.
True.
So it sells. Those things, they sell. So I would focus on that too, because just purely money. There's no emotions, transactional. It depends what you're chasing. Because the bloody market's hot.
Then there is no oversupply. Then I'll tell you what. There's just a difference in which investor makes. So now there are cases where an investor is at minus 30% equity on his equity, and he'll be on, and that person would be, let's say, on a 4 to 5% ROI. But he'll be on a 4 to 5% ROI, which in some countries are pretty good, because in Europe, I think it's 2 to 3% right now. The difference is, at the same time, another investor will be on, let's say, 30 to 40% plus on his equity, and he can make, let's say, between 7 to 10% ROI. Maybe higher if he adds in tools like Airbnb. Because, see, a community like that I mentioned is running on 95% occupancy. It's occupied.
Yeah.
I've not seen any place in Dubai that has less than an 80% occupancy. This place that I mentioned, which Kais lives in, the guy who moved from France, I told you that the maintenance is crap, quality is crap, but it's 100% occupancy, and the ROI there is about 12 to 15% ROI. Where in the world can you get 12 to 15% ROI? Tax-free income.
Yeah.
So no, in Dubai, there is no oversupply. There are good investments, there are bad investments, and you just have to be sensible about it.
Yeah.
Well, we had this conversation last time, in the last podcast with the other guys. Do you know right now where's the only place you can buy something in Dubai right now and get 10% ROI?
International City? Azizi Riviera.
I think you saw that video, right?
I didn't see the video. No, I didn't see the video. No, I didn't.
International City. It's it used to be, when it launched, it used to be a very nice area when it literally launched, but then it went sort of, I wouldn't say it went downhill.
It's the hood.
Yeah, it changed.
Invest in the hood, man.
The demographics of the people that stay there changed rapidly over like 6 months' time. So it's like very densely populated, but it's the only place literally you buy an apartment there, you're getting 10% ROI easily.
See, I'll tell you, to make it easy, Dubai is following the Singapore model. In the next 10 years, how Singapore is now like extremely expensive and inaccessible, Dubai is on that same path. You will eventually make money, and that's the beauty of real estate, right? Real estate never was for like a short hold. It was always on people with a long-term vision. In the long-term vision, you cannot lose in a place like Dubai because they've got their shit straight.
That's why I keep saying buy land. It's land that appreciates in value.
Yes.
It's not air.
It always
that's
does.
why personally I would never buy into a community because they all bloody look the same.
Yeah.
And when you let's just say worst case scenario, something happens, bust comes. Boom's good. When bust comes, they all look alike.
That's exactly the problem. That's exactly the problem. So when a community comes, you know what we do? We're like, okay, this is the park. This is the lagoon. Okay, let's pick up houses on the park. So in that, we try to find those 10% opportunities, right? Okay, let's pick up something on the park. Let's pick up something on the lagoon.
Yeah.
The guys who face the road, they're going to get screwed, but we'll be able to liquidate.
Better.
So, for example, I'll give you a classic example. There was an investor of mine. Okay, he bought in Dubai Hills at the right time. He bought a property around 2.2 million.
Mm-hmm.
His property value went all the way up to 4.5 million.
Mm-hmm. In how long?
In about 3 years' time.
That's ridiculous.
It's insane.
You got a property like that, brother?
Of course.
Can you predict the future?
But no, there are patterns, right? Everything's about what is stocks, what is crypto, what is real estate. It's patterns,
Yeah.
So, but you can identify patterns with developers like Emaar who have been doing this for the last 25 years. You can study. I'll take every single project of Emaar and I'll show you their stock pattern. I can give you the pattern. So it can be identified by the right consultants. So he bought here, Dubai Hills.
Mm-hmm.
So Emaar was developing something similar to Dubai Hills. So he was like, Zohaib, I live with my family. It's a 3-bed house. I need at least 4 bedrooms because I don't want to leave Dubai. This guy's a very senior person in Emirates. He's like a CFO. He buys a 4-bed in a community called The Valley. I had picked up a house on the biggest park. I had the biggest floor plan, one of the nicest houses there. This property was for around 2.8 million. Okay. Mm-hmm. 3 months down the lane, there was a new product in the same community, The Valley, called Farm Gardens. Now, this was like a 10,000 square foot plot. It was selling for around 8 to 9 million dirhams. So he comes to my office and he's like, Zohaib, I love that property. Okay, I love this 10 million. I'm ready to spend 8 to 9 million, but I cannot own both the properties. You know, can you liquidate this? I know it's just been 3 months and this was not discussed with you. How do I do this? I called an investor of mine in US. Now in US there's a model. So I don't know how it works in Australia. In US there's a model where there are auctions. So you go pick up properties in auctions in cash, you refurbish them and sell them. So I had these guys, but the US market's down right now, so they're not picking up houses as frequently as before. But these are cash intensive investors. So I explained the product to them. It's emaar. It's a 4-bedroom house in front of the biggest park. My investor was ready to liquidate at OP at the price that he spent. I said, hey, I want you to buy it at 3.2. I want it to be fair. If you're fair to this investor, I was open to him that, hey, it's just been 3 months on the market. Yes, you can find other properties that are selling at OP. There were 3 other properties selling at OP. But I want you to give him at least 300,000 dirhams profit. If you do this in the future, when we do transactions, you will get. If you do good, you get good. You know. So I explained this to them. Luckily, they understood that angle, and they agreed to me. So they paid extra 30. They paid the extra 30%. Got the NOC. We got the transfer done, and this guy ended up buying that 8 million dirham house. So, so that's. I forgot why I said this. Why did I get into this topic again? I completely lost my. You were asking something.
Just education, bro.
Oh my God, so much of information, you know.
Bro, it's okay when you're close to 44, 45, this is what happens.
Yeah, right? I'm sorry. Okay. So point is that, see, it's possible. Okay, people make a lot of money. And when they have that experiences, even these guys who constantly invest from the US, you know, they're so happy because they constantly make those profits, you know.
Conclusion, just call 3X Zohaib and he will guide you.
Yeah, that's it. That's just so simple. You know, Jabri's okay as well.
Don't use your head; it hurts. Just call Zohaib.
Yeah. And
transfer the money, and that's it.
That's it. Just book a consultation. You know, and then now we've got Zed as well. You know, Z and Z and J.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z in the house.
We didn't even talk about Palm Jabal Ali.
Talk about Palm. Who's stopping you? Talk about Palm Jabal Ali.
Well, I'm tired.
Okay, introduce. You know, this is not Zed's energy. Zed party till 2 a.m. in the morning and he's exhausted.
No, I didn't really party. I was at a cafe. I was having food at 2 a.m. in the morning. Lana Cafe upstairs in the rooftop. After this, I want to ask you guys a couple of questions.
Please.
Okay, but talk to me about Palm Jabal Ali.
No, what's nice about Palm Jabal Ali is that it's like about 3 times the size of Palm Jumeirah.
Yeah.
Obviously, the way they... Have you gone to Palm Jumeirah before?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
You see that in Palm Jumeirah, usually there's a lot of traffic, or you see like, I mean, the way they planned it, because obviously Palm Jumeirah was planned like in the early 2000s.
Yep.
Palm Jabal Ali is being planned now.
Yeah.
So there's like major differences, more access ways. The villas that are being built are way bigger than what they were built 25 years ago. Modern, minimalistic
the civil
kind of
work,
design.
everything.
Completely from A
version
to Z.
2.
It's version 2, but with a lot more potential, because obviously they're selling it at roughly 2,300 dirhams per square foot. When Palm Jumeirah, with that old structure, is being sold at currently between 6,000 and 7,000
dirhams per square foot.
Thousand dirhams per square foot.
Wow.
So massive
opportunity.
Chance, potential for going like big.
So this question that you raised, that every house looks the same. So I think that's also something different over there. I think they've got 8 designs, you know. So they they've identified, maybe they've received feedback. So see, your Palm Jumeirah and let's say the Beverly Hills of Dubai is like Emirates Hills. So these are top tier communities where you know the billionaires live, okay? and the place where we visited, Jumeirah Bay.
Yeah.
It's called the Billionaires Row. So Dubai, you must understand that, okay, Emirates Hills and Palm Jumeirah was built back in 2002 to 2004.
Yeah, launched at that time.
Yes.
And then like early 2000s.
Early 2000s, okay. And Dubai is constantly evolving, right? So they're now making the updated versions. So I believe, again, this is my perspective, okay?
I think I know where you're going, but I totally agree with this.
See, I think the updated version of, for example, downtown Dubai is beautiful, but it's limited, right?
Yeah.
So the updated Singapore version of downtown Dubai is your Dubai Greek Harbour, where everything is accessible. They've got 4 train stations. It can be a walkable city. You've got a structure being developed that's going to look like the Eiffel Tower. People call it the female Burj Khalifa. It's going to be called the Icon. So, they're going to redefine the skyline of Dubai. It's going to be Burj Khalifa and this beautiful. Al Bar announced this. It's going to be the Marilyn Monroe of Dubai. You know, he's inspired by Marilyn Monroe. So point is that, okay, they're building like a downtown 2.0. So Nakhil means palm. So Palm Jumeirah, it's basically a trunk. Okay, so when you enter palm, it's the trunk. The fronds are like your branches of the palm, where the villas are, and then the crescent. Okay, this looks like the end of a tree. Okay, so that's where your Atlantis and your Royal Atlantis, all of it. Right now, it's like a singular access, right, where you just enter the palm. So I remember once, I forgot which year, but I booked like for New Year's night at the Atlantis. I could never reach because the traffic was stuck. There's only one road. So I could never reach. I paid really expensive tickets. I could never reach. I was stuck. I was stuck in traffic. So what they're doing in Palm Jebel Ali? Okay, 8 designs. One example. 2, they've got multiple access. You can access the crescent separately. You can access the trunk separately. Of course, there'll be like how you have the Royal Atlantis. You'll have some of the most expensive and the most unique hotels and resorts in the Palm Jebel Ali. So they're working. It's going to be the Palm Jebel Ali 2.0. Now, Emirates Hills, like how that's the Beverly Hills, Emaar is developing the updated version of the Emirates Hills. Is going to be the Oasis. So similar to how people made profits, like how he mentioned that right now Palm Jebel Ali is trading at 2,300 dirham per square foot, where Palm Jumeirah is at 7,000 to 8,000 dirham per square foot. Same case where the Oasis is trading right now at around 2,000 dirham per square foot, where Emirates Hills is trading at around 8,000 to 10,000 dirham per square foot. So, you know, these are the opportunities that you should be able to discover. Another interesting, like the Downtown 2.0. Dubai Hills is another extremely successful project where people made up 300% return on equity.
350, yeah, almost.
4 or 5 years.
350%.
I'll give you an example and it's going to blow your mind. There have been cases where people have bought houses around between 25 and 30 million. And that has gone all the way up to 250 million. I don't think that's possible anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, that's unheard of.
250 million. There's a house.
Easy to sell too?
Of course, because scarcity value. It's limited,
Yeah,
right?
and it's on the golf course. It's, exquisite. Big plot, huge plot size. And I think you can do whatever you want, basically.
You can customize it,
So
yes.
basically, if you put something, wow, it'll definitely sell easily.
This particular house in Palm Jumeirah that sold at 600 million dirhams, technically off plan, that wouldn't have gone beyond 20 million dirhams?
Yeah.
Oh, which one? You mean the on Palm Jumeirah?
Yes.
Oh, the Signature Villa.
Signature Villa was selling at what? Initially, OP was.
Signature Villa, I remember very well.
See, in 2008, it went up to like 75 million. But I'm talking about the OP, 20 million, 25 million.
And I remember the newspaper in 2003, it was, I think.
Okay.
It was mentioned there, 2.6 was starting.
Wow.
No, it's funny. I had a Lebanese investor come in.
Yeah.
He bought this villa in Jumeirah Islands for 2 million dirhams. So he comes after like 10 years and now he's trying to sell it at 20 million dirhams. It's insane. It's insane. So you can see that the population is growing, the GDP is growing. You can see that people want to come here from different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Earlier, Dubai was a transition place. People come here, live 3 to 5 years and then they go. It's more like a stopover. But now people want it to be home. It's home.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, would you like to settle in a place like this? Would you consider it in a few days?
I'll probably do it for 4 months of the year or 2 months of the year.
But still, you're considering it. And it's
Yeah.
been how many days? 3 days?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
When you stay here for a few months, then you won't leave. That's the problem.
It's
You get
beautiful.
addicted.
For me, I was telling Zohaib, the most beautiful part for me was hearing the adans. Because I
That's
grew up
beautiful.
in the Western world. That brought so much peace to me. Like seeing a mosque was beautiful. That little things like that at this stage of my life makes me happy, bro.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, I had some Turkish investors from Australia. They came in, and so he took a hotel in Jumeirah, and he's like, so hey, I woke up in the morning, I think there were 5 mosques around me. He's like, I think my wife put me on purpose over here to just stay focused.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, in Australia, he and his son had to like pray in the changing rooms in the malls. You know, he used to go to a mall and pray in the small changing room because you don't have the tradition of having like prayer rooms.
No, we don't.
So over here, he's like, so hey, you have no idea how blessed you are. You know, it's
man.
amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Well, how many
Wow.
Muslim countries can you think of that can give you this same opportunity and you feel safe? Not many. You name,
Just one, the UAE.
khalas.
Exactly.
As far as my knowledge goes, that's all, Like I feel safe here.
Everybody feels
You know?
safe here.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so you wanted to ask us questions. We are ready. We're ready.
So, I think this is probably for the general public. Instead of saying Palm Jumeirah, Jebel Ali, this, that, everything, I'll ask yourself a couple of questions, and I'll ask Zohaib a couple of questions.
And then we wrap.
Khalas.
Khalas.
Done. Okay. Zohaib, how long have you been in real estate for?
17 years.
17 years. What do you enjoy about real estate, and why Dubai?
Dubai, for me, real estate is about networking.
Yep.
I meet the creme de la creme audience. I love energies.
Okay.
From people with a certain mindset, right?
Yep.
I get to meet every day people of that certain mindset, and I think real estate. That's what I enjoy about real estate. Having.
Are you sure you don't like the money, or you just like people, or you just like money? Which one?
See, people have a wrong perspective about money. It's not about chasing; it's about attracting. Money is just energy; it comes to you.
Yeah.
If you meet the right people in the right network, money will come to you. It just flows to you. I mean, this is my perspective. So,
Yeah.
in a place like Dubai, if you're in the right network, you make money.
And what should people look for when it comes to investing in real estate in Dubai?
They should look for Zohaib.
Okay. Number one. Number two.
Developer,
Yep.
floor plan, price per square foot, brand,
Okay.
location.
I think
Love
the
it.
second one should be location.
No, this is my order. You say your order. This is my order.
Zohaib.
Mohammed, brother, were you born and bred here?
Born and bred.
And what's your background? Full Emirati?
Fully Emirati.
Khalas.
Alhamdulillah. Exactly.
Full stop.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy about real estate yourself?
I mean, as Zohaib said as well, like meeting the different types of people. I mean, Dubai is one of the most diverse cities in the world. Yeah, so you have people from everywhere, every type of nationality, culture, whatever it is. So I think I just enjoy, meeting up with people and then being true about how it actually does go in real estate. Because as we said before earlier, there are a lot of people that are like not genuine when it comes to helping out, whatever the client's needs are. So Zohaib had actually pulled me into it and he was like, listen, you know what? I think you do well. Yeah, let's do it together. I said, okay, fine.
Beautiful.
So I'm in this because of Zohaib.
If you notice, I think one thing I observe about people is their attitude, their personality. I mean, see, you met Jabry for the first time, but you see, it's got a very welcoming personality. And what I love about Jabry is that it helps me
Break
see,
the ice.
So it's almost for most people, it's the first time they're meeting an Emirati. And he gives such a nice representation to them that they're very well traveled. They travel around the world. They're so knowledgeable. I still remember once I introduced an Emirati friend to the CFO of Microsoft. He had moved in from South Africa. And the conversation we had, the CFO was shocked. He was like, these guys are so knowledgeable. And so that's why, I think a personality, I love his personality.
Yeah.
He's a really good guy.
I think because you're authentic, brother.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
authentic, you're yourself, and people love humor. You're a human first, then you're a businessman.
Thank you.
And that's
Yes.
beautiful. And one last question.
Tell me.
Why Dubai? You're an Emirati. Why is Dubai the place to be, bro? I want to hear it from you, though. Why is Dubai such a welcoming place?
Because I was born and brought up in Dubai, so I cannot talk about any other emirate.
Yep.
But no. Besides, why Dubai?
Yeah? Why Dubai?
I mean, why what? Like, why is it such a...
Why should people invest money in Dubai right now? Because
I mean-
it's always been known for boom or bust. You
I
buy
mean-
land, you sell land. A
See,
lot of people, they think it's boom or bust. Why?
Can I answer that? Can I answer
For
that?
the second time? Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I'm sorry. I really want to answer this question.
Okay.
When have we seen bust? We saw bust in 2009. Okay.
Everyone else
That-
copped it too.
So it initially trickled from the US markets, right?
Yep.
The Lehman Brothers, right?
Yep.
And that's what created
Yep.
that. So it was a whole economic meltdown, okay?
Yep.
The second, there was a boom in 2013. The market slowed down in 2016. In 2020, COVID, again, the market slowed down, which again was an international phenomenon. 2021, no market picked up with more speed in the whole world compared to Dubai. The whole world Dubai became a magnet in 2021. When have we seen a bust apart from this? Because I'm curious. Everyone thinks boom or bust, boom or bust. Where's the bust?
You see, you just stole the words out of my mouth, you know. So
I want to say kaboom. Now it's a kaboom stage, you know. Like now Dubai is on kaboom.
No, I mean, like,
and
every
if you're
time-
still going to be like boom bust, boom bust, boom bust, you're just going to miss out on the opportunity. That's it.
there's always been a correction, you know, and then it just comes back up even higher.
But that's with anything, whether it's stocks, it's crypto, it's real estate. It's not. It's a natural thing, right? That's why I said patterns. That's it. So that means people should not invest in Bitcoin then.
Yeah.
Right? People who invest in Bitcoin, people who invested in Microsoft stocks, people invested in Apple stocks. They have seen corrections. They've seen it go up, go down. It's ridiculous what people talk about. And then look at the numbers. Look at the population. Look at the occupancy. Look at the GDP.
Yeah.
Look at what all...
Study.
See, now people think Dubai, the major money that they get is out of real estate. Real estate is how much percent of the GDP? 7, 8? Less? More? Around that number?
Less.
Less.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine that? We are into AI, we are into crypto, we are into solar, anything that you can think of. Dubai is always forefront. Air taxis are coming from 2026. We are one of the first people. I can pay my electricity bill from crypto. There are developers accepting crypto.
The driverless taxis are actually testing. I see them. a lot in
Driverless
my
taxis
area.
are getting
I see them
tested
already
as
on
we
the area,
speak.
on the roads.
The second largest solar facility in the world is in Dubai. We are I think one of the forerunners when it comes to investing in AI-related products. It's unbelievable. Dubai, see, you must understand, I don't think democracy works anymore. We have a kingdom with a fantastic king who wants the best for his country. If you look at the vision of Dubai, he's like, I want Dubai to be the #1 city in the world. He has a vision.
And he's had that vision
Forever.
since late 90s.
And that's his vision. And you can see the country moving towards that vision. Because you know what? They are wealthy.
Yeah.
They have all the money in the world. They are not greedy. They're not fighting for crumbs like other countries, other politicians.
Yeah.
They are moving forward. They want their city to be the best. Look at Dubai's neighbors. Abu Dhabi, BlackRock's in Abu Dhabi. JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, all the hedge funds are coming to Abu Dhabi. Ras Al Khaimah, largest wind casino coming to all the Emirates, man. Look at our Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar. The Middle East is booming, you know. I don't understand on perspective. People think there's a bus coming. It's an evident boom. It is following the Singapore model. That's what I said. What you see Singapore today, Dubai is going to reach those prices in about 10 years. If you lose the opportunity, you lose the opportunity.
Yeah.
That's it.
Good answer.
The ROI thing will definitely reduce over time. Not
See-
drastically, but like it will. But then the price per square foot it'll be like...
See, I'll tell you how the ROI reduces. See, right now in downtown, if you go now in downtown Dubai, your ROI is 3 to 4%. If you go now to Emaar beachfront, your ROI is 3 to 4%. But that's precisely if you go now to Palm Jumeirah, yes, at 7 to 8,000 dirham per square foot, if you buy clearly, your ROI is going to be 3 to 4%. But that is precisely why you need to understand the price per square foot. What price per square meter? What price are you getting into? That's key. Is that a good developer? Is it a good floor plan? Is it a good brand? What location am I? What is happening in that location? What sort of infrastructure is the government investing into it? You know, you need to be smart. That's it.
Yeah.
I feel like he took off, a lot out of his chest. It's okay, Zohaib. Khalas. It's Zohaib, huh?
I'll drink some water now.
And Habibis, both of you guys, one last message to a 20-year-old that wants to pursue a career in Dubai. What do you think? Where do you think they should they start? Let's just say they've just landed here in Dubai. What's one advice you could give them? Not real estate wise, just life. Just life.
Better bloody have your degree, and then we'll decide.
Okay.
I mean, don't.
So if you have no degree in Dubai, you're done.
No, not necessarily. I mean, it all depends on the person itself. I mean, you'll definitely have opportunity anywhere.
Yep.
Regardless, even with a degree or without. It all
I
depends.
I have a different perspective. I'm not someone who believes in education. I don't think that's the only factor. I mean, it's an important factor, no doubt. I believe they should work on their physical, mental, and spiritual abilities constantly. They should have an open mind. If you have an open mind, you should identify what you're passionate about. You should be able to identify your own pros and cons. And see, because let's say you enjoy photography, have a vision and go towards it, right? I love the theory of Martin Luther King, because if you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. Have a vision, baby steps towards the vision. It can be anything. If you enjoy making a cup of tea, making sandwiches, go for it. If you
Yeah.
enjoy painting, go for it. Because in today's world, I think anything is possible. Only thing that's restricting you is your mind.
Absolutely.
You know, I would be able to, I'm not saying about me, but I think any business you can start, as long as you have an open mind towards it and you really enjoy what you're doing, anything is possible.
Afghan, Middle Eastern, Indian, Pakistani mentality is you have to get formally educated.
Yeah, true.
They ask you, what education have you got? I am a doctor, so I'm better than you. You're a taxi driver, you're a nobody. The reason why the Western world, live in Western world, they love it because there's no such thing as class. Where I've been brought up, nobody cares if you have money, nobody cares if you don't have money. The rich still eats the same food, and the poor still eats the same food. Doesn't matter who rich is, who not rich is, because I believe that your health is your biggest wealth. So the mentality of the Middle East is, how is it, for example, for somebody that is not formally educated, they come in here, where should they go, what should they do, what field of life, what field of businesses should they walk into, according to you guys? Because you're telling me one thing, Zohaib's obviously talking about self-education, you're talking about formal education. So to that, somebody that's looking at relocating, and I've got a personal friend of mine that's just moved here. He's one of my very close friends' younger brother. I didn't even know he lived here now. So where should they start for somebody like that?
See, now, why? Well, I'll tell you where my...
You know what I mean?
I'll tell you where my answer comes from.
Because if you come to Australia, mate, go to any field out there, ask. You just got to ask, and you just got to work hard. But there's a lot of labourers in Dubai. There's a lot of hardcore labourers in Dubai.
Yeah.
I've never seen that many labourers in my life. There's a lot of labourers that don't even speak English properly, for example. They're cleaners, they're services. Like, whoa, it shocks me. Our cleaners make more money than, the doctor back at home.
Yeah.
But over here, it's not like that. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, what is it? What is it? Is there a lot of laborers? How should they start? How should they tap into an area where they can fulfill their dreams? Should they contact 3X Capital? Should they contact
Zohaib.
yourself?
Contact Zohaib.
No, see, I'll tell you, I'll give you a very classic example.
Yeah.
So now...
I would love to know the answer to that.
I know...
I mean, if he gives me a chance to answer, but okay, fine. Please continue.
Okay, you can
No,
answer.
no, no.
No, you
continue.
can answer.
No, you know before you forget, and then you'll butt in.
That is
Answer.
true. Okay, so listen.
Get
So see, I have a friend who studied from IIT. That's the equivalent to the MIT.
Okay.
Like the top university of India. Okay.
Yep.
IIT. I have another person who moved in from the UK. I think this guy was just a hands-on, no formal education. He used to build houses. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Today, when this guy also eventually joined real estate. When this guy first came, he was into making videos. He loved the camera, He used to be very creative with his camera. He made money through there as well. But then when he identified real estate, he joined. But he was so hands-on into real estate. He loved refurbishment of properties. So he got into that sort of market. He developed a niche. Today, the guy's a millionaire.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about this was between 21 and 25. How many years? He became a millionaire in 3 years. The guy without the formal education. The guy with the formal education is still struggling.
Yeah.
Because why? Maybe he thinks too much, And it's all about education. So this is why it's about the mindset. This guy is a go-getter.
So if you're a risk taker in any...
Go for it.
Okay.
Stop restricting
Is
yourself.
is he Australian?
Yeah.
Australian. I mean, for a guy who's 20 years old, new in Dubai, no formal education, I would say get into hospitality. And don't get me wrong, when...
See, it acts like a typical Arabic dad, go into the hotel, work like a, I'll take my shatta. Ask him what he likes.
Yeah.
Ask him, what are you passionate about? What do you want to do? And then support that. Unless it's something stupid.
Put them straight into the kitchen.
Yeah, yalla, shatta, go be waiter, serve.
I mean,
Climb your way, struggle
So,
hard.
ladies and gentlemen, do not go to Mohammed for any advice when it comes to a career in hospitality.
When I meant hospitality, I didn't mean him to be a waiter.
I'll tell. See, the
Look at
problem.
this.
If you go to him, you become the best waiter in Dubai.
no. See, because
Wallah, I didn't say
that
that.
is wrong. I feel like our parents' generation, they were all about if you have to struggle, people have to, you need to have a manager. You know, they get very happy when the manager shouts at you. They're like, oh, good, my son is learning, or my daughter is learning.
Yeah.
You know, they believe you have to struggle. I don't think you have to struggle.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to struggle. I think we have to change that mindset. You know, that, you have to struggle, you have to work. Yes, there is consistency. You need to be consistent. You need to be patient. You need to have a vision. You need to manifest.
You have to be obedient as well.
Here we go.
Discipline.
See, saw that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Discipline.
Shatta.
Discipline. Sorry, am I right or wrong?
See?
Discipline.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But see, but these are more beautiful ways. It's not like you have to start from the bottom. No, you know, it's not ugly. It is beautiful. You know, yes, because you know what? It's really difficult. Okay, it is really hard. But you know what makes when life is really hard, dreams help you, vision helps you. It helps you keep going. So unless you give a child a vision, hey, you know what? Think of something beautiful that doesn't let you sleep at night. The vision keeps you going, you know?
I believe you're going to achieve that very soon in the next, realistically, let's give it 3 years' time to 5 years.
See, but that's my point. See, let's suppose I want to have a
Zohaib,
six-pack.
I want one question only.
Yes.
To Zed.
Oh, yes.
What would you say to that 20-year-old? Like, let's say, not Dubai. I know you cannot speak for Dubai itself.
Yeah.
But let's say, like, in Australia, I don't know. What would you say?
Very similar to what Zohaib mentioned.
Okay.
Very, very similar. Passion, goal-driven, do what you like. And if you don't know what you like, surround yourself people that are one step ahead of you.
Yeah.
Learn the way they hold themselves, learn the way they talk, learn the way they respond back, the way they negotiate, the way they dress up. From A to Z, learn from somebody that you can look up to. Because in general, you can't tell a human being what to do.
Absolutely.
You can only inspire. So that's why I'm like, but I've been watching that there's a lot of laborers in Dubai. There's a lot there's order takers. Are they innovators? Can they become a voice here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas over there, everyone's got a voice.
Yeah.
One little interest rate rises up, khalas, they finished. Their mindset, 3 days they overthink because they're not innovators. They haven't felt adversity, a lot of people, yeah? It's a very welcoming country. People are very comfortable. You go there as a migrant, they give you houses, they give you a passport straight away, they give you citizenship, They're very welcoming over there. There is no such thing as like, I'm better than you, I've got more money. It just doesn't work. Because you look at it, for example, no offense, if you look at Dubai, for instance, some number plates are bloody worth more than cars. That's ego-driven, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Why are you looking at me? He looked at me straight away.
You know what I mean, Habibi? Like it's the perception that we got on the other side of the world that you go there, you see a Pagani in there. One person says my car's better than your car. Then you're like, you know what? I'll buy the Pagani dealership. You know what I mean? What a mindset that is. So that's why this country is doing well because everyone's so bloody driven.
No, but see, you know what? As long as you have a good idea, there will be people ready to invest with you. Now, for example, if you asked the 21-year-old me, I would have never imagined a Taiwanese origin American venture capitalist who runs a genetic medical company would invest in me.
Yeah.
Because when I started off, you know how I started? I started off with an iPhone given by someone else. Okay? No car, nothing. Just an iPhone, man. And that's how it started today, where Alhamdulillah, where I'm sitting. It all started with an iPhone.
It's a pretty rich start, mate. An iPhone's a very expensive phone.
No, but I didn't buy that iPhone. That's what I'm saying. I didn't buy the iPhone. That iPhone was given to me by someone else.
Wow.
So, and it's not like the latest iPhone. It was like an iPhone 14.
Do you still have that iPhone?
I do still have that iPhone.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I still have that iPhone. It's with the guy who was with me. And he's still here. And that guy started as an office boy with 1,000 dirham salary.
Wow.
1,000 dirham salary.
Wow.
Today, he drives a Mercedes C200.
Good on him.
He cleared all his parents' debts. He started as a cameraman. But when he came to Dubai, he didn't get a job because he couldn't communicate. He didn't know how to speak English. He only knew his regional language. And that because of that, there was struggle. He couldn't get any job. So he was forced to work as an office boy, but his dream was to become a director, a videographer. And his dream, he sent me an Instagram message. I could feel his passion. When I met him, I knew this. I knew he had talent. And that talent today, and how many years? 4 years. In 4 years,
he's doing well.
He's doing phenomenal. Just a dream.
Your business partner has also invested money with you is because of the way that you make people feel. You make him feel special. You make him feel good. Mohammed is right next to you because he has fun with you.
He does.
Because of the way that you make him feel. So I always tell people, good salespeople, they sell you on the features. And great salespeople, they make you feel good about that specific product that you're about to make a decision. So about making someone feel important, someone feel special. I'll give you a good scenario. We do auctions. Do you have auctions, property auctions here?
Yeah.
We do.
In a very rich area that I wanted to tap into, I got my foot in there. Okay, this is 10 years ago, and I would never forget this Chinese millionaire that sent me an inquiry via Bayut, property price finder. Sent me an inquiry. He said, "I'm interested in this," and I'm the type of person where I stalk everybody. I jumped on LinkedIn. I jumped on every single platform. I found out that he's recently divorced 1 year and he liked bloody snowboarding in Japan.
Okay.
Chinese guy. So I did my research. I said to him, Mr. blah, blah, your name. I hope you're coming down to auction, blah, blah. He said, yes, I'm very interested. I sent his tickets. I organized a big limousine with 2 beautiful girls in there. Okay. I made him feel like a rock star. I had already spent $6,000 just on like bringing him, which had never been done in the country before. Okay. So then he comes on the day of the auction. I'm auctioning the property. I go 1.5, 1.5, 50, 1.5, 70, 1. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, is this guy going to bid? He's not even like bidding, and I've already spent money on this guy. At the end, he comes, he wipes everybody out. 2 million. Sign it up. Because of the way that I made him feel like a rock star in 24 hours. And my brother, you have that skill. So human beings, so you're doing well. You guys are doing well because of the way that you make another human being feel good. So if you can put others first before you, you'll always be,
That's how it should be, actually.
successful. But I think,
And
being kind.
instinct, the way you said, you had an instinct about the guy. I think we have very powerful, salespeople should have very powerful instincts. When you meet the guy, I think the guy is naked in front of us, right? We already know everything, what he's thinking, what he would potentially, we get a complete sort of x-ray of the person.
I don't dream about naked people, but that's okay.
If you were not going to say something.
This guy, I wonder what you look like naked, brother. He probably looked at you the same way 10 years ago.
If you were not going to say something, I was going to say something.
Thank God. Okay, yeah. This is like boom, boom. Like both sides.
You were lucky you said it.
He's getting attacked today.
Yeah, tag team. Yeah.
Terrible.
Okay. Terrible.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for having me. Zohaib.
Thank you so much, Zed. This is
very
just
insightful.
I feel this is just the beginning of a very beautiful relationship.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said. Likewise, brother.
Inshallah.
Likewise, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah, I feel good synergy here. And energy.
We'll keep you updated on Zed's journey on whether he'll do a JV or land or Palm Jabal Ali or Oasis, but we'll keep you updated on that sort of track as well, our journey.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and a maximum try and share your journey in Dubai.
Next episode 2.
Inshallah.
Coming soon.
That's peace.